Every 7 seconds, a tourist somewhere in the world falls victim to crime. Europe, with its cobblestone streets and postcard-worthy sceneries, is no exception. But here's the catch. Some of the most frequented destinations are hiding risks that travelers often overlook. In this video, we're unveiling the 10 most dangerous European countries right now, backed by updated risk evaluations and travel advisories. From surging crime rates to political instability and even conflict zones, the details might make you rethink your travel plans. Did you know one European nation experienced a 200% spike in violent crime within a year? Or that stepping into a seemingly serene region could mean walking into an organized crime hotspot? These are not isolated events but warnings grounded in global risk assessments. Stay tuned as we count down today's top 10 list, exposing the hidden dangers that could alter how you plan your next journey. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to explore with me, and brace yourself. It's about to get eye-opening and perhaps a bit unsettling. Let's dive in. Number 10. Greece. The cradle of Western civilization. Dazzles visitors with its sunlit islands, ancient landmarks, and Mediterranean cuisine. With over 10 million residents and attracting more than 30 million tourists annually, it seems like a dream destination where myths meet reality. However, even this paradise has shadows. In 2024, violent demonstrations broke out in Athens due to controversial austerity measures, leading to over 200 injuries and sections of the city descending into turmoil. Heraclitus famously said, "The only constant is change, and unfortunately, not all change is for the better." Urban crime, particularly in Athens and Thessaloniki, has been on the rise. Organized crime groups have expanded their activities, and petty crimes like pickpocketing are increasingly common in tourist hubs. Travel advisories now emphasize avoiding demonstrations and staying alert in crowded areas. Imagine admiring the Parthenon only to discover your wallet missing in the blink of an eye. Greece remains a bucket list destination, but it serves as a cautionary tale. Even amidst ancient wonders, travelers need to stay grounded. Learn from the mistakes of others, heed warnings, and explore Greece responsibly. Number 9. Italy. The land of pasta, passion, and picturesque landscapes, is a perennial favorite for travelers. Welcoming over 65 million visitors annually, its charm is undeniable. Yet, beneath the romance of gondola rides and Tuscan sunsets lies a darker side. In 2024, organized crime groups, particularly in the south, made headlines again. The Italian mafia, Cosa Nostra, remains deeply entrenched in drug trafficking, corruption, and violent incidents, especially in Naples. Their annual earnings rival those of Fortune 500 companies, a far cry from the idyllic La Dolce Vita most envision. Rome, a city of history and art, is notorious for pickpocketing, with over 150,000 thefts reported each year. Even train stations have seen an uptick in violent robberies, prompting authorities to issue warnings about high traffic areas. Travelers are urged to avoid isolated spots at night and secure their belongings. As Italians say, meglio prevenire che curare, better to prevent than to cure. While Italy's allure remains irresistible, remember, amidst beauty, vigilance is key. Number 8. United Kingdom. The UK, known for its iconic landmarks and rich history, attracts 40 million tourists annually. Yet, behind the allure of Big Ben and Buckingham Palace lies a more complex reality. In 2024, politically motivated arson attacks on supply chain facilities supporting Ukraine underscored growing risks in urban areas. Meanwhile, knife crimes in London surged to over 10,000 incidents, painting a troubling picture of safety concerns in the capital. Tourists, too, are frequent targets of petty theft in crowded places like Camden Market or Piccadilly Circus. Despite its extensive surveillance network costing billions annually, pickpocketing remains a persistent problem. Travel advisories suggest caution in certain areas after dark and avoiding protests, which can quickly escalate. As the British say, keep calm and carry on, but also carry your belongings securely. Whether admiring the Highlands or sipping tea in a cozy cafe, it's wise to stay alert in the UK. Number 7. Belgium. The heart of Europe is famed for its waffles, beer, and chocolate. It draws nearly 10 million tourists each year to charming cities like Brussels and Bruges. But beneath its quaint facade lies a different story. In 2024, Antwerp's port revealed its darker side as authorities intercepted over 12 tons of cocaine valued at €2 billion, solidifying its nickname as Europe's cocaine gateway. Organized crime is on the rise, while petty thefts and scams are widespread, especially in Brussels. Belgium has also faced political unrest, with protests occasionally escalating into violence. Authorities advise avoiding demonstrations and staying vigilant in crowded spaces. Belgium still offers remarkable sights and delights, but travelers should keep one eye on the scenery and the other on their belongings. Or, as the Belgians might say, keep your chocolate and wallet close. Number 6. Sweden. The land of timeless ABBA hits, flat-pack furniture from IKEA, and the awe-inspiring Northern Lights, rests peacefully in Scandinavia. With a population of approximately 10.5 million, Sweden entices more than 15 million tourists each year with its pristine natural beauty, historic landmarks, and avant-garde designs. However, beneath this idyllic facade lies a set of challenges that might surprise even the most seasoned travelers. Contrary to its serene image, Sweden now holds one of the highest rates of gun-related violence in Europe. Much of this can be attributed to surging gang-related activities, which in 2024 alone led to over 200 reported shootings across major urban hubs like Stockholm, Malmö, and Gothenburg. Yes, the land known for peaceful fjords now battles the reputation of being a hotspot for gang conflicts. Adding to this unexpected twist, Sweden experienced a troubling episode in September 2024 when a series of drone-related disruptions brought chaos to Stockholm-Arlanda airport. Flights were grounded, stranding thousands of passengers, with authorities linking the incidents to escalating geopolitical tensions in the region. Of course, petty crimes like pickpocketing continue to plague Sweden's urban areas, catching unwary visitors off guard. Swedish authorities have increased surveillance and released travel advisories urging tourists to exercise caution in busy areas and avoid wandering into unfamiliar neighborhoods after dark. As the old Swedish saying goes, shared joy is double joy, and shared sorrow is half sorrow. But when it comes to safety while traveling, it's better to avoid sorrow altogether. Sweden remains a gem for explorers, but instead of rose-tinted glasses, you might want to bring an extra dose of vigilance. Whether you're marveling at the historic Gamla stan or chasing the dancing auroras, stay aware, because even the land of tranquility has its surprising twists. Number 5. France. The epitome of romance and culture lies in the heart of Western Europe. Home to over 68 million people, it welcomes an astounding 90 million visitors annually, making it the most visited country in the world. From the iconic Eiffel Tower to the Louvre's masterpieces, France dazzles. But even this glittering jewel has a shadowy side. While Paris sparkles with its city of lights allure, its rising crime rates have started to dim the charm. In 2024, the nation faced its most intense wave of civil unrest in years, driven by contentious pension reforms. These protests escalated into violent clashes with authorities, resulting in over 1,500 injuries and widespread property damage. Not even the most picturesque Parisian streets were spared as barricades and fires marred the usual postcard-perfect vistas. Pickpocketing remains a common nuisance, with Paris alone accounting for nearly 20,000 reported incidents annually. Tourists frequenting hotspots like the Champs-Élysées or the metro are often easy prey for nimble-fingered thieves. Not even the enigmatic smile of the Mona Lisa will protect your wallet from being whisked away in these bustling areas. Travel advisories now warn against attending public demonstrations and stress the importance of safeguarding your belongings in crowded locations. While the French embrace the concept of joie de vivre, visitors might prefer another adage: better safe than sorry. France remains a dream destination for many, but it's one where you must keep your wits about you. So while you're sipping a leisurely café au lait at a sidewalk bistro, make sure to keep one hand on your croissant and the other on your bag. Bon voyage, but tread with care. Number 4. Brazil. The largest country in South America is a land of contrasts and extremes. From the vibrant samba rhythms of Rio de Janeiro to the awe-inspiring Amazon rainforest, it's a bucket list destination for millions. However, Brazil's breathtaking landscapes and cultural richness come with a cautionary note. It ranks as one of the most dangerous travel destinations globally. With a population of over 215 million, Brazil's urban centers are notorious for high crime rates. Cities like Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, and Salvador experience frequent incidents of robbery, theft, and violent crime. Tourists, easily identifiable in bustling areas like Copacabana Beach or Christ the Redeemer, are often targeted. A sobering fact is that Brazil recorded more than 45,000 homicides in 2024, though the government has taken significant steps to reduce this number. Another concerning aspect is police corruption and occasional brutality, which complicates the enforcement of law and order. Many travelers have reported instances of being extorted by authorities, particularly in remote areas. For adventurous souls venturing into Brazil's natural wonders, the Amazon poses its own set of risks. Besides the dangers posed by wildlife, visitors must also navigate issues like unregulated tour operators and health concerns, including mosquito-borne diseases such as dengue fever and malaria. Despite these challenges, Brazil remains a land of unparalleled beauty and energy. Travelers are encouraged to stick to well-known tourist areas, avoid nighttime excursions in less secure neighborhoods, and remain vigilant. Brazil's vibrant culture and stunning scenery are well worth the trip, but only if you approach it with care. Number 3. South Africa. With its breathtaking landscapes and rich cultural heritage, is often dubbed a world in one country. From Cape Town's majestic Table Mountain to Kruger National Park's wildlife safaris, it's no wonder South Africa attracts over 15 million tourists annually. However, it's also known for its high levels of crime, earning it a spot on this list. Violent crimes such as carjackings, muggings, and armed robberies are alarmingly frequent, particularly in urban areas like Johannesburg, Durban, and Pretoria. Tourists are advised to avoid walking alone, especially after dark, and to use registered taxis or ride-hailing apps instead of public transport. South Africa also grapples with systemic challenges such as poverty and high unemployment rates, which contribute to its crime statistics. Additionally, the country's road safety record is concerning, with over 12,000 traffic-related fatalities recorded annually. Reckless driving and poorly maintained roads in rural areas further heighten the risk for travelers. On the brighter side, South Africa's tourism infrastructure is well developed, and many popular destinations, including the Cape Winelands and the Garden Route, are relatively safe when visited with caution. Stick to reputable accommodations, avoid flashing valuables, and heed local advice. South Africa is a land of wonders, but it's best explored with a blend of enthusiasm and vigilance. Number 2. Mexico. A land of vibrant traditions, mouth-watering cuisine, and breathtaking coastlines, is one of the most popular travel destinations in the world. Each year, over 40 million tourists flock to Mexico to enjoy its beaches, Mayan ruins, and bustling cities. But behind the colorful fiestas lies a darker reality. Mexico is plagued by drug cartel violence, with incidents of shootings, kidnappings, and extortion occurring in certain regions. States such as Guerrero, Tamaulipas, and Sinaloa are particularly dangerous, with tourists often caught in the crossfire of gang-related conflicts. In 2024 alone, Mexico reported over 30,000 homicides, a significant number of which were linked to organized crime. Petty crimes like pickpocketing and scams are also prevalent, particularly in crowded areas like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Mexico City. Travelers should remain cautious when using ATMs or engaging with street vendors. Despite these challenges, many tourist hotspots, including the Yucatan Peninsula and Baja California, remain relatively safe. Authorities have bolstered security in these areas to ensure the safety of visitors. When in Mexico, it's essential to research your destination thoroughly, stay in well-reviewed accommodations, and avoid venturing into high-risk zones. Number 1. Afghanistan. Topping the list is Afghanistan, a nation synonymous with breathtaking mountain ranges and ancient history. Unfortunately, decades of conflict and instability have made it one of the most dangerous places on Earth. Since the Taliban's resurgence to power in 2021, the country has faced ongoing security challenges, including terrorist attacks, kidnappings, and political unrest. Afghanistan's infrastructure has been severely impacted, and essential services like healthcare and transportation remain underdeveloped. Travel advisories strongly discourage non-essential travel to Afghanistan. Even well-known historical sites like the Bamiyan Buddhas, once a symbol of the country's rich heritage, are located in regions fraught with risk. For those compelled to visit Afghanistan for humanitarian or professional reasons, strict security measures are vital. Always travel with experienced guides, avoid large gatherings, and remain vigilant at all times. This list serves as a reminder that while the world is full of incredible destinations, some require extra caution. With thorough planning and situational awareness, even the most challenging locations can be navigated safely. Happy and safe travels.